Hello everyone, and today we're going to be starting a new type of series, which is should I pull on said weapon or character banner. So today we're going to start off with Nahida's new banner. As we can see, it's not that bad because it has Bennett on it. We all know that Bennett is just broken. It's literally everything you want. It's a support, it's a healer, it's a sub DPS or whatever. Razor, well, no one really mains him. It's pretty bad. If you enjoy his gameplay, you can go for him, but not really that much needed, as well as Noel. To be honest, it's just to get those constellations up to C6 maybe. Then you might want to actually play those characters. But like that, not really good. But Bennett is very good if you do not have him up to C5, or if you want to C6 him. Why would you? But yeah, the main thing, Nahida. I'm gonna be posting another video analyzing her kit right after this one, so you can take a more in-depth look on her character. As of her kit, if you win the 50-50, she's a very good unit. I'm gonna tell you, very fun. Pretty strong as well. I mean, she's an Archon after all, but her kit is pretty interesting. She's gonna be a more of a support dendro applier if you need one, but more on that in the other video. Then we have Yoimiya. Now, of course, as of right now, she's not really that popular in the meta, but I find it a pretty interesting character to pull. To be honest, Yoimiya is not that bad. I really like her fusion gameplay. She does deal a bit of damage, and for all you C6 or 5ers out there, whales, her constellations do give you quite a lot of damage. Even though it doesn't seem like it, but it's a definite boost. And for the F2Ps, C0 Yoimiya is still pretty solid and very fun to play. Of course, it's a single target. I'm gonna say it, she's a pretty strong character. Now for the weapon. Of course, weapon banners are a scam, so don't pull on them unless you have like 200 wishes, and yeah, I am saving for let's say another video, if you can say that, where we're gonna do a massive pull on something. I'm not gonna tell you what. But yeah, 4-star weapons. We have two extremely good ones. There's a Phonius, as well as a Witsith. Broken ass weapons, I use them all the time. They're super good. Refinements on them are very important, so those are going to be good. The problem is there's these two, which is a flute, which is good on actually 0 characters. Maybe if you're a more newer player, but even then, what would you pull on the weapon banner? There's better alternatives to the flute. And the Sand Greatsword, which is kinda useless because no characters actually use it, so it's pretty bad. But it's quite a niche thing to have. If you want to do Sacrificial Sword and Diluc, you can. Don't know why, but you can. Some units can take it, but there's just better ones like Archaic or the Fish Claymore if you got it. So yeah. Rust, well, the real problem with Rust on this banner is that this exists. The Thundering Pulse is on the banner, so I have no idea why you should pull for Rust if there's Thundering Pulse here, because this is just way better. And if you, want to build Pity, sure, this could be decent bow, but I'm pretty much sure most of you have already gotten another bow, like Scarred Harp, that is a very good weapon, even for normal attackers. Also, a pretty good weapon for Yoimiya, so it's pretty cool. But then again, if you're pulling on the weapon banner, there's this. So yeah. Now the catalyst. It's a pretty niche one. There's very little units that can use it in a game, but it is going to be very good on Yoimiya, as it has an EM substat and the passive gives you more EM elemental damage bonus. And well, gives EM to the rest of the team as well, it's a pretty good bonus. So it's an EM substat, main DPS focused catalyst. If you don't have any other ones, which I really doubt, because you do. You probably do have at least one Sank Frag. And then again, the real funny part is, this is just better. Yes, the Witzel is just better. Just from the main stat substat, the Witzel out DPS's the new 1000 Floating Dreams weapon on Nahida or even Yoimiya. The Witzel is better, without even counting the passive. Now yes, the new weapon has a better uptime, but the Witzel gives you a much bigger bonus. Although I say, this is still pretty good if you want to pull it. Sure. It's really only going to be useful on Nahida and Yoimiya. So yeah, if you have those units, you can pull it. Or if you have Yoimiya already, there's a pretty good banner. If you have Yoimiya, you could. So it's not gonna be a lose-lose situation. Now if you want to snipe one of the weapons, I'm gonna tell you, probably put your epitomized path to Thundering Pulse. It's just better. Unless you want this weapon because you want to give it to Nahida, in which case it's gonna be pretty good. Now, again, not a great weapon banner. This is a very mid option. Of course, Kagura's Verity also might be a good alternative to Nahida, or any of the other weapons, like Scar Atlas and whatever. Not really good, but still pretty decent. But yeah, we're going to be talking about the weapons for Nahida in my next video. It's a niche weapon. If you think Sucrose can take it, no. Sank Frag is just better, plus it's a 4-star. And it gives you just the extra refresh CD. When this, yes, it will give you 40 EM to the entire party. That is very good, for Sucrose especially. But the elemental damage bonus and the EM passive are going to be wasted. The substat is pretty cool. If you want to, you can put it on Sucrose, but to be frankly honest, you'd much better pull a different weapon than this one. Now going further, in the shop, a Bennett. We have a Bennett. Very good. If you have saved up a bit of Masterless Star Glitter, or Lisa, if you need her constellations aren't that bad. Bennett's constellations are very good and you must get them, especially C1 and C5, because you have to crown his burst to just get as much profit from it as possible. Again, Blackcliff series, well, not really great. If you need the weapons, I'm gonna say Longsword, Slasher is pretty good, Pole is pretty good. The two last ones, there's better alternatives, especially Warbow. The Prototype Crescent is a craftable and it's just better. So instead of wasting so much Star Glitter on these, you can get other weapons. They're pretty good DPS weapons, especially this on like Hu Tao, but then again, you have like Dragon's Bane and other weapons. It's pretty much a mini Staphahoma, I guess. You can use it on maybe Shao, maybe Hu Tao. It's not that great. It's pretty good if you don't have any other weapons. For instance, I don't have a DPS weapon. Well, of course I have the Dragon's Bane, but still, this would be a pretty good DPS weapon. I don't need it personally, but early game it could be pretty cool to actually get one. The Blacklift Slasher, again, can be easily replaced, gives really minor upgrades as of compared to other weapons. Again, Luxurious Sea Lord, Archaic, and even Rain Slasher could be probably better. Blacklift's Longsword, there's better craftables. To be honest, Iron Sting and Aminama Kageyuchi could just equip nearly every character in the game, DPS or support. For instance, Kazuha, Iron Sting, you can put Aminama Kageyuchi on him. Ayaka can be run with Kageyuchi as well. It's one of her best actual in slots for F2P. But you can run. This of course is going to be a little bit better because of the crit damage substat, but as a weapon it's very mid. The passive is very unreliable for the Blacklift weapons. It's quite sad. But yeah, you could go for these three, the other ones don't. Pretty cool. Again, if you have Battle Pass, you probably won't go for these, because the Deathmatch and Serpent Spine are just way better. The sword is kinda good, but to be honest, you'll probably never need it. If you want to, you could, just for fun, but at that point, you can just go and pull on a weapon banner to get any other better weapons like Mist Splitter or Jade Cutter. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!